Hello everybody, welcome to this week's 5-minute tech tip. Today we're going to be talking about an ankle series. And by the end of this episode, you'll have one practical thing that you can immediately put into practice in clinic. So let's get started. So why do we do this? To demonstrate anatomy and pathology accurately. Why does it matter? Diagnostic images lead to better patient care, and that's the bottom line. What happens if we don't? Repeats, additional radiation exposure for the patient, wasted time, and potential misdiagnosis, which is what we're striving to not have. We want to make diagnostic images all the time. So let's get started. And today's episode has more to do with patient annotation, or having the patient anatomically correct, opposed to any contrast or density issues. These images are all pretty good. I just wanted to bring up one point that I'm seeing a lot of, which is anatomy that isn't posted correctly, or it doesn't look anatomically correct for the provider or the radiologist. So first of all, we have this AP ankle. Okay, the one on the left there, it's a pretty good picture. Not bad at all. Contrast is good. We're able to see what we need to see. However, the image is upside down. So we need to flip that up so it looks anatomically correct. Remember, it's just like that patient looking at us, like we're looking at his ankle while he's standing there, he or she. So we've got the one on the left, it's upside down. We've got the one on the right, and it is done correctly. It's annotated correctly. It looks anatomically correct. Contrast-wise, this is a really nice image. Joint spaces are well preserved. We can see difference in densities, bony cortical. We can see everything that we need to see. It just needs to be hung correctly. Now remember that ankles are hung from the knee, so they need to look anatomically correct. Let's move on to the oblique or the Mortise view. Again, the one on the left is a really nice image. Kudos to whoever took this image. It's just upside down. We look at the one over on the right, and it is annotated correctly. It looks good. Okay, you'll note that on the Mortise view, we're able to see the talar dome really, really well right here. Okay, that's what we're striving for, is to be able to look like that tibia and fibula are making a hat over top of the talus. So we've got a really nice view of the talar dome. And this one over here is not bad at all. Like I say, it's just an annotation issue. So pay attention to the way that you're hanging images, okay? Let's move on to the lateral here. Again, really, really nice lateral on the left and right. However, the one on the left is just upside down. And this is a really easy fix. You don't have to redo the picture in your post-processing. You can turn that image any way you want to turn it. So we just want to turn it so it's right side up, so that foot is pointing down. Okay, we want it to look like that foot is sitting on a table, which is the one, like the one on the right is what we see. Like I say, both images are really nice. We've got good joint spaces between the talus and the fibula, or the tibia right here. It's a nice lateral image. On a lateral image, we just need to see from the end of the calcaneus all the way through the midfoot for a lateral ankle. Okay, so all in all, very, very good images. However, just pay attention to the way you're hanging them, okay? So you look at the difference in these two. The one on the left is incorrect. The one on the right is correct. Same as we go forward through all three images. Just make sure that you're hanging your images the way they need to be hung so they look anatomically correct. I do have a video on this that talks about how hanging protocols on how to hang images so they look correctly. Okay. Now remember, great images don't just happen by accident. Small positioning adjustments make a huge difference, just like turning your image right side up. make that image look good. Make it easier for the radiologist to make his reading and his diagnosis. Just remember, if it's not diagnostic, it's not done. So this is what we're striving for, to do the best we can and make the most diagnostic images we can. Okay. All right, guys. We will see you next week for the next week's 5-minute tech tip. Have a good week.